Today we're going to learn how to do pop sockets, the rings that goes on the backs of your cell phones. When you get them, they come pretty much like this, and there's really no instructions, but this is the first time I'm doing this, so we're going to experiment together. Okay, you should, for the sublimatable ones, you'll have your actual socket. It's collapsible. This part has 3M tape on the back, so this is the part that will stick to your phone. This is the part that you stick your fingers or whatever you want to do. You can even stick a phone in it, and it'll help prop it up. But then the top part has a little tiny lip, a very tiny lip, and it's going to hold your blank. This is your blank. It comes white side is the sublimate side, silver. You're going to stick a sticker to it, which I'm going to imagine is what these are, but we'll get to that part momentarily. When you get these, you have a thin, clear film on the outside. It's to protect it from scratches. You just want to grab it with your picker and pull it up. Once you do that, take like a little glass wiper and wipe this off. You want to make sure you remove any extra dust or debris or dirt or oil. And then we're going to take our design. Now I went ahead and pre-printed these. This is what I did to maximize my paper space. I printed multiples, and then these I'll use for shirts and probably onesies or cups. I'm not really sure yet, but I didn't want to waste the paper because that stuff's not cheap. Alright, so now this is clean. I've already got them cut out. So I'm going to put that down. Mine is measured 1.5 inches from here to here. My circle, I set it at 1.56 or 1.6. So it's going to be just a little bit larger than what your area here is. Now this is side up, so I can see where I want to put this. And I wanted to make sure it came all the way to the outside. I didn't want to have major white rings. So I'm going to take my sublimation tape. It's the heat resistant tape. And I'm just going to tape this down to it. Okay, my press is already preheating, and I've got it set at 400 for I think 40 seconds. Now this side right now is upside down. I'm going to turn it this way so that my heat press actually presses down on this. Now I have another piece of butcher paper that I've got this on. Some people will sandwich it over like this, which we're going to try that today. And if you don't, then I would cover the top and the bottom to protect your heat press. If you get inks and glues and stuff on it, it will mess your platings up. This is parchment paper. It's the non-wax kind. You don't want any wax. And if you don't use this, you could just use another piece of butcher paper, but I already have it out here. Okay, let's take a look at this press. We've got it set at 400 for 40 seconds. And before I turned it on to start warming it up, I went ahead and tightened up the press because it's a very thin area. Those little metal fins is aluminum. It's very, very thin, and it needs to be tighter than what you would for your t-shirts. So here's the knob. I use this knob to tighten it, to make it squish, or untighten it to make it for shirts or sweatshirts or whatever you're doing. So it'll take about 40 seconds. We're going to see how this goes. And when you're doing your sublimation, you do have to have the sublimation inks that are designed specifically for this process. The ink will turn into a gassy state once the heat hits it, and that process starts at 350 degrees, and it needs to be hotter for different things that you're working on. Oh, it's done. Let's see how this works. Alright, I did not bring my gloves, which is a big no-no. So we're just going to slide it over, let it cool down. Now you can see that it started to come through a little bit, so it should be done. Because if you can see any kind of design at all coming through your sublimation paper, it's a good indicator that it did something. Now, this paper that I'm using is A-Sub. I did the 125. Oh, now you see, this part was really important, having this to protect it, because the excess went to there. These will cool really quickly, so I'm just going to peel it off. Ooh, that did good. Surprisingly. That's still hot. Okay. Oh, that one did good too. I like the scorpion one. Ooh, you can see the diamonds on it. That one did really good. And there's not much ink left at all on my paper, so I probably could have done it a little longer, but if you do it for too long, you're going to overcook your design, and instead of getting the colors that you're looking for, you're going to end up with more muted, faded, vintagey looking colors. So I did this at 40 seconds. Ooh, that one's still hot. At 40 seconds is what we did this one at. Ooh, that one's probably my favorite. Okay, these have cooled down enough that we can go ahead and go to the next part. I'm going to start with the scorpion. Okay. All right, so let's peel the sticker off of here. Oh, it's definitely sticky. Okay, you want to line this up really good. Well, actually, it might be easier to line it up in this. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so that did not go like I wanted. So let's go back over here. Okay, just going to press this down in case it happens to be the pressure sensitive kind. Now I'm going to peel the back off gently. And now you can see that the tape is definitely here. Okay, now you just line it up to the little ridge there. And I'm going to press on this fairly hard, because a lot of the tapes, vinyls and things like that are pressure sensitive, and the more pressure you put, the better it seems to stick. Okay. So now we have our scorpion. And it's ready to help somebody. Okay. Alright, so that's the process for doing your pop dots. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.